First of all, before we begin, yes, this is another Kingdom Hearts video in the background. Yes, I do realize this is the second video in a row that I've used a Kingdom Hearts background in. Deal with it or don't watch the video. Either way, it won't affect me as much. But, you ever have that moment where you just give the fuck up on humanity? Well, I'm having that moment right now. Okay, so look, right? So last year, people were being outrageous when it came to quote unquote challenges that everybody should be doing, right? Now, last year, I had set a new low for me and humanity. Like, set the bar pretty low for humanity for me. Like, motherfuckers were setting themselves on fire for views. Let me say that again slowly. Setting themselves on fire for views. Purposely, mind you. Not even accidentally. Not like accidentally bumped the can or caught fire. No. Motherfuckers were setting themselves on fire purposely for views. So at this point, I'm like, God damn, they reached an all new low. Like, that's low, homie. Like, bruh, like, nigga, that's lower than low tide, bruh. That's pretty low. Like, I don't know. That's lower. That's lower than most low riders. Like, let's put it like that, bruh. Let's put it like that. Like, that's lower than my channel subscriber count. That should tell you something. So, anyways, I'm like, okay, setting yourself on fire. There is no possible way you can get any lower, humanity. You know what humanity did? Humanity told me to hold that motherfucking tea while now motherfuckers go around eating Tide Pods. And yeah, I know what some of you are thinking, but Remy, you're not doing it, so why does it affect you? It affects me in no particular way. It just triggers me that motherfuckers are this stupid, right? Here's the thing. Here's a quick question to everyone who's watching these challenges and it's like, well, I'm gonna do this. Can I ask you a question? Real quick. Why does my 2-year-old cousin have more common sense than you guys? And mind you, this is a cousin who is very entertained by Thomas the Tank Engine. So I'll ask again, why does my 2-year-old cousin have more common sense than half of you who are like who are like anywhere between 15 and up doing this challenge? Like, why do kids have more common sense than you? Here's the thing. Tide Pods are meant to be used to wash clothes. Okay? And I know you know this because I know you know this for one big reason. Because you had to go, if you did this challenge, you had to go out and buy Tide Pods, which you had to then find in like the cleaning section of whatever store you bought them in. That should have been the only hint you needed to understand that Tide Pods don't belong in your mouth. But you know what? Let me do this. For all of you who are at least 15 or older who want to try out this challenge, I have a challenge for you. Instead of putting one Tide Pod in your mouth, how about you go ahead and put a handful of them in your mouth? Just really get as many in there. Remember, you're striving for views, so you want to your main goal is to try to outdo everyone else. If everyone else on the internet is putting one in their mouth, you, god damn it, you put 5 in your mouth. You're striving for efficiency here. And I really expect you to do it. Because if you were that dumb to put one Tide Pod in your mouth, you might as well put the whole damn container in your mouth. Why? What would even give you the idea that you should want to do this? Like, what thought went into your head like, putting something that's used to wash clothes in my mouth sounds like a great idea. I don't understand. Like, the way challenges are going right now, pretty soon, there's going to be a challenge. Everybody's going to be like, hey guys, let's do the Hangout Sayuri style challenge. If you don't know who Sayuri is, watch this thing called Doki Doki Literature Club. It's a girl in the game who ends up hanging herself. Let's do a challenge based around her. So here's how the challenge works. You take your noose, you lock your head into it, and then you kick the seat, and you see how long it takes for you to go unconscious, right? That's literally going to be the challenge, because at this rate, challenges aren't even Because back in the day, challenges were like meant to like prove like you could do something that other people couldn't do, right? Like milk, like the milk challenge. Like, yeah, select people can actually drink a gallon of milk in under an hour without throwing it all back up. Nowadays, challenges are just, hey, who could commit suicide? Like, who could do a suicide attempt and not commit suicide? You feel me? Like, I feel like at this point, you guys are going to start making Russian roulette a challenge. It's going to be like, hey guys, let's play Russian roulette. There's 4 of us. I have a revolver with 4, and 4 of the chambers are loaded, and 2 of them aren't. Let's all pull the trigger. What's the end result of that? The more likely case is that all 4 of you guys just end up dying, while the most unlikely case is that only 2 of you get to walk. You see what I'm saying? Do you get where I'm coming from here? It's like challenges nowadays are just meant to go ahead and be like, well, okay, the whole point of this is for us to kill ourselves now. We want to do a suicide attempt. Like, here's what challenges are to me nowadays. It's like, we want to do a suicide attempt, but we are too bitch-made to actually 100% go through with it. So instead, we'll just put our life in danger and then have someone come save our ass last second when we need it. That's legit what challenges are nowadays. We're too bitch-made to commit suicide, but we're going to do everything we can to live as close to the edge of suicide as we can. You feel me? I mean, that's just me. Like, whatever. Cool. Anyway, now that I finally got it off my chest, let's talk about today. So school today sucked. Well, it only sucked once I got into my American history class. So we got 2 new students in my American history class today, and one of these. Now I had the what's the opposite of pleasure? What's the opposite of pleasure? The disservice, I guess. I don't know. I can't really think of an opposite of pleasure off the top of my head at the moment. I had the disservice of working with one of these new students, and God, I wish I didn't. Here's the thing, right? So, everybody knows me as like the smart guy in history, like the guy who knows more about history than anybody else, right? So, when this new student comes in there, when both of them come in there, one of my friends, who we're gonna call Caitlin, she's like, hey, just to let you guys know, just to let you 2 students know, because I know her from my last class, from the last time I had history. She was like, hey, just to let you guys know, if you guys need help with history, go ahead and ask Remy, because he knows a good amount about this, right? So, one of the girls who I ended up having to work with was like, history? I don't need help with history. I know what I'm doing. Cool, whatever. You know, maybe you've taken a class related to this beforehand. That's what I'm thinking, right? Here's the thing. The entire time she's got her headphones in the class. Okay, so maybe you've already learned all of this. It's not what I'm saying. I'm saying like, oh, okay, so you just don't give a damn about being here. That's what that's telling me. So, anyways, the teacher eventually makes us do a group assignment, and she pairs me and some girl who I'm just gonna call, I don't know, like Ruby. We're gonna call her Ruby. We're gonna call her Ruby. I almost said Rupert. We're gonna call her Ruby. So, teacher pairs me, Ruby, and the other girl all together. So we all get paired together, and me and Ruby, we understand the assignment. Fairly simple assignment. And then the other girl comes around. Now keep in mind, she had her headphone in up to this point. So she comes over, and as we're about to do what we're gonna do on this big ass sheet of paper with this marker, she looks at us like, oh, you want me to write? I'm like, if you want to, go ahead. Give her a marker. I shit you not. This is the next thing that comes out of her mouth. So when she gets the marker, she looks at the paper, looks at the marker, and like, now what the hell are we supposed to be doing? First of all, if you didn't know what we were supposed to be doing, why the hell did you ask for the marker? Like, no, seriously, like, dead ass? Like, this is like someone who's never done drugs before, and it's like, oh, you want me to take a shot of this heroin? Okay. How am I supposed to shoot up this heroin again? It's like, you don't know what you're doing. Like, why would you ask for it? Like if somebody was like, oh yeah, well, oh wait, so you want me to take a hit of that joint? Okay, how do you hit a joint again? Why are you asking this if you have no knowledge to it? It's like, you feel me? So when she asks us what are we supposed to be doing, I try to have, she's like, you know what, fam, you can go ahead and have this marker. I'm like, nah. You was pressed to have that marker. Nah, you hold it. So, you know, like that's how I am. Cause it's like, bitch, you were so pressed to have the marker in your hand. Now you got it. Now you don't know what you're doing. Now you're trying to give it back. Nah, you could hold on to that. So anyways, uh, later on, after we tell her what to do, she just plain gives up and it's like, man, fuck this, I don't know what the fuck we doing. After me and Ruby tried to explain it to this girl what she should be doing. Stupid people. The world's full of them, folks. But yeah, so she leaves, leaving me and Ruby to do the assignment. We do the assignment, we don't put her name on the paper because you contribute nothing. You feel me? So yeah. So after that, later on, we ended up just doing work, right? Now, we're talking about the metro, right? And one of my friends, Caitlin, she's talking about how this incident with the metro where one of the cars derailed, right? And then her friend brings up, and then Caitlin's friend ends up bringing up a situation that happened a few years ago with the same metro line. With the same metro line car that I guess crashed or something. So I'm joking around. I'm like, man, this sounds like a Scooby-Doo mystery, man. Scooby-Doo in the case of the, I'm like Scooby-Doo in the case of the fucked up railway system. So everybody's laughing, right? You know, it wasn't that big of a joke, but you know, everybody's just like chuckling, making a little laughing. Even got the teacher laughing, which honestly is like the best feeling ever. So I get everybody laughing. This chick decides to add on to the joke, right? Now, personally, I have no problem with adding on to the joke if you make the joke funnier or you get the same amount of laughs from everybody else. This chick added on to the joke, and I can't remember off the top of my head what she said, but all I remember was me and everyone in there was just sitting like, that's not funny. You just killed the vibe. Like, she just killed the vibe, and I'm like, dude, like, no, that wasn't funny at all. Like, if you're gonna add on, like, here's my thing. Add on to my joke if you know for a fact it's gonna be funny, right? That way, everybody can benefit from it. If the joke is funny, then everybody can hear it. Bruh, she killed the whole vibe. Like, she killed the whole vibe I was going for. I just turned a tragic situation into, like, a little laugh-a-thon, and then she just turned it back to dark and brooding. I was like, this is not good at all. So yeah, so then we're about like 40 minutes left to the class. She just feel like she don't want to do it no more. She just like, I can't do it no more. So what does she do? She just quits. She just packs her shit and leaves. And like, I'm leaving for today. I'm about to just go smoke a joint or something. I don't know. And she leaves. And I wasn't irritated that she left. I'm just like, then what are you here for? If you know you're just, I don't know. I'm just like, then what did you come here for if you weren't gonna do nothing? You feel me? I mean, that's just how I felt. So, yeah. But anyways, with that being said, I'm going to end this TRDplays Speaks His Mind. If you guys did enjoy this video, make sure to like, comment, subscribe. I understand I took up most of the video just sitting here talking about the whole Tide Pod and challenge thing, but trust me when I say I felt like it was worth it. I do. And I do not regret anything I said about that. And if you have a problem with the fact of how I felt of it, how about you just go ahead and add me in the comment section and tell me why you didn't like it. But anyways, I'm going to end this here. If you guys did enjoy, how about you like, comment, and subscribe. And with that being said, I'll see you all in the next one. Peace.